Hi, welcome back to the Jack and Glenn channel. I'm Jackie.
And I'm her husband, Glenn.
He's my husband, Glenn.
Hey, before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you miss any of our reviews. Tonight, we're reviewing Married at First Sight, Season 19, Episode number 8. We see some month anniversaries that take place, right? We're at a month already. Enjoying this format of Married at First Sight on Peacock. You get all the episodes.
You're missing so much, though. You got to the month anniversary so fast.
Yeah, you usually take like 4 months on Lifetime because Lifetime space it out or drag it out. You got 2-hour episodes compared to the 54-minute episodes that you get on Peacock. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get into it, right? Let's get into Megan and Derek, right? Derek. She's still a little pissy. She's still upset over the fact that Derek talked to her friend Scott over her situation with kids. You know, how can you talk to somebody else about kids? I already told you I want kids, and you listen to somebody else, and you only come to me when somebody else tells you something, and you got to go to somebody else first. Well, shouldn't a man look for some advice? Should he seek some advice? Shouldn't he seek some help? I mean, he ain't been married before.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. That the kids thing was a point of contention the whole episode, so we felt like they kind of got in a good space with that conversation with the kids, but then they go to visit her parents and it comes up again.
Yeah, it comes up again. And while they were arguing before we get to the parents, she said she want Derek to make her feel safe. Right, to make her feel safe. But how can he make her feel safe if everything he says she blows up? He feel like he's walking on eggshells. He is walking on eggshells. He's real careful what he says and how he says because he doesn't want her to blow up. She's spoiled. She you could tell she has always gotten her way. And she's always throwing fits and always that. She's always throwing fits and he's just taking it.
I mean, I don't know if I would call it spoiled. It's not completely spoiled, but it's set in her ways. I mean, she's older. It's like the later you get into a relationship, get married, like you are really set in your ways, and it's a way that you want things.
But it has to be some compromise.
I don't disagree. And not just from him, but from her. There's got to be some understanding. But yeah,
has to be some understanding. But you mentioned earlier they went to visit Megan's parents, right? Where her father, we've actually finally seen the father because the father never came to the wedding.
No,
he had some skin issues going on or working on his cancer that he had, so he never came to the wedding, right? Dad talked about the financial responsibility or the financial responsibility of having 3 kids, right? What it would take to raise 3 kids, and I'm like, why? This dude is like a whole entrepreneur who goes wherever he wants. I think he may be able to have the financial stability. Your daughter, knows what she makes because she works for you and she does the commercial real estate. But you're talking about for not financial responsibility. I know people who got less money than those probably too, and they raise their kids very well.
Yeah, well, I didn't take it like that. I just think people don't really understand. Not that you don't have the means, but when you don't have kids, you really don't understand how much it costs to have a child. Unless you're breastfeeding, formula costs.
Right.
Cost of formula has gone up. One thing you can't avoid is a diaper of some sort, disposable or cloth diapers. There's an expense. What if your kids get sick? Not in a serious kind of sick, but even something like we know. What if your kid has an ear infection? Frequently, you got to get antibiotics. You got to take them to the doctor. You know what I mean? So I think that's what he was saying. Not that you don't have the means, but understand it's going to cost you something when you have 1 child, let alone 3.
Yeah.
Especially, and you have to kind of think forward too. At one point, they're all gonna go to college. Y'all might all go out on a trip or go out just to eat.
Right.
We know that.
Yeah.
It's not cheap to feed.
Not these days.
Eat out.
Yeah, definitely
for
not.
A family of 5.
Yeah, we know that, don't we? But Derek's response was that him and Megan need to sit down and write down their goals, write down what they want, and work towards those things. He's been saying this for the last couple episodes. Like, we need to write down our goals and work towards our goals. So, you know, Megan's mother praises Derek for wanting to do that. But your mom's still snooty and snobby to me.
But I feel like she was a little more subdued with the dad there. A little bit. Mm-hmm. A little bit. So I'm glad.
Yeah. So then, you know, we have Megan. Megan gets upset, spills some red wine, and she walks away.
Yeah, because they started talking about the kids again.
And
mom was like, you basically like, she ain't got a whole lot of time. I'm waiting on a grandchild. Maybe like by December.
Yeah. But even then, Megan is not going. Megan said, my mom's not gonna help the kids.
Right.
She's not gonna be there. She just wants to have grandkids, and she'll send them back or do whatever case may be. So she will be one of those type of grandmoms. Mm-hmm. But you know, then we also see their 1 month anniversary, right? Derek expressed that he had strong feelings for Megan and is excited to keep things going, right? And they go to a winery. Nice little secluded winery, and they seem like they have a good time. Mm-hmm. Megan then says, "I love you" while watching their wedding video.
Yeah,
Married at First Sight finds them wherever they go, wherever the little trip they have. Married at First Sight. Knocks on their door.
And they give them the infamous month anniversary basket with their vows, with the wedding video, with their photo album and everything. Yeah. And so, you know, Megan's like, I love you to Derek, and he doesn't say it back.
And I get it. I mean, I think sometimes in this show, and we'll see with other couples, when you say I love you too quick, I just can't say I love you if I don't mean it. Right? It's only been, in this case, a month. Mm-hmm. I like you. I have strong feelings for you. I'm still learning to get to know you. But a lot of people just take the word love seriously. And that means something to them. And I think that's what Derek said. Derek feels that way as well. Love is serious, right? Derek, yeah. And they even talk about kids, right? Despite it being unstable, Derek asks when she wants to start trying kids. Her mom, this is what I didn't like. Her mom was making suggestions on her body. Like, well, why don't y'all start in December? Why don't you start this day? Mm-hmm. Woman, if you don't leave him alone, it's their decision. It's not hers.
Right.
You know, and Derek, I think Megan felt like, oh, you just going along with my mom because she's saying real quick to have kids. So,
yeah.
You know, Megan kind of agrees to like, let's start trying in June. Yeah. That's man, we move on. We move on. We move on to Brittany and Will, man. Right? They 1 month of anniversary. And I'm a big wrestling fan. I am a big wrestling fan. Like WWE, AEW, TNA, NXT, man, you name it. I am a big wrestling fan. So I'm sitting here watching the show. And I'm sitting here and I see the wrestling ring.
So Brittany's a wrestling fan.
Yeah, her uncle.
And Will was like, you know, I did grow up watching wrestling, but like Brittany's a for real wrestling fan. And so they had this nice excursion.
Right, they set the ring up. I mean, the ring was already set up, and she's in there. She getting the ring, and then I hear a voice. I'm like, I know who that is. That's freaking Mark Henry, the world's strongest man. And I'm gonna use the wrestling term. I marked out for a minute.
Well, Brittany did too. Brittany was like, oh my gosh, it's Mark Henry. Oh my gosh.
And I'm like, man, it's good. And I'm like, I met Mark Henry several times. I've talked to Mark Henry. But I still was like, oh, Mark Henry's on Married at First Sight? Like, what? So Mark teach him some wrestling moves, some headlock, the arm bar. Things of nature. And he told him, wrestling could be therapeutic for them to get the frustration out. He also shared some marriage advice to them too as well. Mm-hmm. Mark's been married for a long time to his wife. They have several kids. But he told him, you're going to have to fight for this as much as you fight for everything else. And you're going to have to be in this thing. And he gave him some good luck and wished them well and wish they could make it. But it was fun to see them actually smile and have fun. Will still look a little awkward in the ring, though.
Yeah, but they had a really good time. And like I said, being that Brittany's a wrestling fan, she was like over the moon about it. Like,
yeah. But they're still sending mixed signals. He's still sending he's analytical.
Yes.
He doesn't show too much. I don't want to say he's recluse.
I feel like he's very book smart and very a deep thinker. So much so, like you're missing the common sense everyday stuff. It's like kind of over her head at some points. Expressing to her that Brittany's like she's not sure about where their marriage would go, what's the trajectory of their marriage, and how do you feel about it, Will?
He doesn't match her energy, and that's the biggest thing. He doesn't match her energy. Her energy is high. His energy is like, she can say, man, it's a nice, hot, sunny, 85-degree day. It's okay. Like it is I see the side eye.
Is it because it's just because we've had this conversation before. It's because it's like when people use words certain ways, like it's all right, but to you all right is like, oh, that's mediocre, like you must really don't like it, or you must really don't feel the same way. But to that person, all right is a good thing. So it's definitely mixed signals that he's giving her. Yeah. Why you chuckle?
I chuckle because you're talking about me.
Well, I mean, duh.
Like there's some times when she like, hey, I cook something. Is it all right? Is it good? It's all right. To me, all right means good. So I should say, you know what you cook, what you prepared is excellent. Well, wife, the
you
food,
ain't gotta say that.
We're dining sufficiently.
You ain't gotta say that. But y'all out there know. If somebody tell you, how do I look, or how does the food taste?
No, I always tell you look beautiful. I never do that when it comes to beauty.
I ain't talking about you when it comes to that. That's okay.
Oh, okay.
But I'm just saying, if somebody tell you not just it's all right, it's all right. That means it ain't all that.
But if you eat it all, anyway.
People eat stuff that they don't really think is the best, but you eating it because you're not gonna waste no food.
No, it was good. Anyway, let's get back to them.
All right, but this applies to them. So his responses to her are like real mediocre, and it's not giving her any hope. Like, I would expect you to be a little more enthusiastic. I would like you to, use some different words to express it. Yeah, no.
He doesn't use different words. He doesn't express. She wants that to match the energy. She wants to say the same thing I'm saying and feel the same way I'm feeling. And he may be feeling the same way she's feeling, but he can't articulate it or express it.
Well, and then his thing is, he's like, okay, yeah, everything's going good now, but it could change.
Mm-hmm.
Something could happen, and that's true. But in that moment, like, did you really need to say that? No.
Right. Even when they got their wedding vows, or when they got their knock on the door from the production, and they got their box, right? As they open in the box, they're looking at the memories. Will makes a joke, about Brittany reading her vows, leading her to accuse him of making the moment unromantic, right? Everything is like, I don't want to. He made a joke, but it wasn't funny to her. Mm-hmm. And like, you're not serious. Mm-hmm. But he was trying to be funny in the moment and still be serious. Like, he is serious, So
they talk about, they had a love conversation too. I got love for you, but I'm not in love with you, which makes sense. Mm-hmm. And he explained that I lead with my mind and not with my heart. And so my heart will catch up eventually, hopefully. But yeah, he didn't give Brittany very much hope.
No hope at all. She wants more. They have moments, but a lot of that, I think some of that, I'm not going to say a lot of it. Some of that's her insecurities, because people have broke her heart before. Mm-hmm. She's given so much, or she's given her body, gave herself away, and it hasn't worked out, right? I mean, she is still the one who said the longest relationship, she doesn't be in relationships longer than 3 months. And so you have to ask yourself why. And because you do too much too soon. And you can tell sometimes Will hasn't been in real deep, serious relationships. Mm-hmm. Everything seems so dry. So we'll move on. Then we got Jalen and Josh, right? Jalen and Josh, their anniversary is sitting around adventure, right? It is great, man. Josh set up, they was laying in the bed, and Josh said, what you got planned for today? And she asked him what he had planned for today. Well, I got dinner and this, and I got a plane ride planned for us, and we're going to go jump out of a plane. And I was like, that's what I'm talking about because I want to go skydiving. We'll videotape it if Jack goes with me. We'll go skydiving. I want to jump on the plane. One thing is she admits that it's ridiculous, but you know what? She's willing to do it.
Yeah. She said she wanted somebody that would push her, and he's definitely pushing her.
He would push the sister honeymoon. Remember, he told her she didn't want to jump into the water.
Right.
On the catamaran. He pushed her into the water to get her to jump in the water. He helped her jump out of a plane.
Mm-hmm.
Which skydiving is so cool to me. I don't know if I will have somebody riding on my back, but that's a whole somebody experienced riding on my back.
Absolutely.
But I thought it was a great anniversary gift. I mean, he rented a plane, rented the whole skydiving junk, and they jumped out of plane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so they get the infamous month anniversary basket.
This right here.
And Jalen's thing is that, we wrote those vows when we didn't know each other. It'd be nice if we redid them.
Mm-hmm.
Let's rewrite our vows now that we know each other. And I mean, some things that we wrote is still might be pertinent, but let's rewrite it. And so she sits there and she writes it, and he is stressed because he said that, I gotta sit here and write these vows. You don't understand how I molded over and how long it took me to write the ones in the first place. I think he said it took me like 4 days.
4 days to write 4 paragraphs.
And it's too much pressure to write it now. I it's too much pressure. I want to write something that makes sense, and I just want to double check my words, and I want you to like it, and she's like, it's not that serious. Just if you just write this, if you write one sentence, as long as it's applicable, I'm good with it. He's like, no.
Several things came to my mind here. Several things came to my mind when he didn't want to write. One, he can't write. But I'm like, maybe that's not the case. He graduated, he got a company, but I've seen people do it. They've been, secretaries and stuff. Maybe he, writing was a big thing. Maybe he don't read well, right? He don't want to read on camera. That could be something else that's going on with him. Then I started here thinking, in the day and age we're in, maybe he chat GPT the vows. Maybe he Gemini the vows, right? Maybe he didn't really lament over those vows for 4 days. He just write me some marriage vows, and he can't duplicate what was written. Maybe. And so he's struggling. Like, this is what I can't do it because
he said he's not a good writer. That's what he said.
But you can write, boo, I love you. I care for you. I will always cherish you and honor you. I will be with you through the end, to the thick and the thin. I love you. And that's like.
And she said that would have been sufficient for her, but he just felt like that was not enough. And he just got really frustrated and upset with himself and upset with her. Like, you pressuring me.
I think something I first thought there was something deeper there. Maybe it's not. She's really upset because you're willing to jump out of a plane with me, but you can't write a few sentences.
No.
That's what she's like. I'm upset. You ready to do all this adventure stuff, but I should write a few sentences. You can't do it. And I mean, when he's sweating,
not even just that you willing to do this adventure stuff. I'm stepping out of my comfort zone to do the stuff that you want to do. And this is the thing that I'm asking you to do, which is outside of your comfort zone. And then just write something.
He couldn't write nothing. ChatGPT wins again. I'm gonna tell you, that dude, he ain't write those. I'm just being, he ain't write those. All right. Then they have the issue. We see the apartment cam again, right? They get into an issue, line later relationship tested after Josh's friend revealed. He just jumped into a relationship. Jalen discovered that Josh lied about unfollowing his ex-partner on Instagram. Right? Well, it was Instagram. It was social media. I think it was Instagram, right? And the ex has been sending him DMs.
He's like, I thought I had unfollowed her, but I actually hadn't. And so, have you been communicating with her in the DMs? No, I have not.
but she's been sending him DMs, and so he has been communicating. She's been sending him DMs since he got married, and I'm like, okay, I don't think he told everybody he got married,
right?
So she's still sending him DMs, right? Still sending him messages. Josh claims it's nothing. But Jalen worries about if it's one little lie, then there's gonna be many more lies.
Not that she's saying it is something,
right? Not she's saying it's something, but why lie about it? Because he did lie, right? Oh, I unfollowed it. You didn't unfollow. You didn't block. I have a big issue with that anyway, right? People having to unfollow your exes on social media just because we're together. Not that I want to have long, drawn out conversations with my ex, whatever case may be. But if that's before you and they still friends, why can't I unfollow and block on social media? If I really wanted
to communicate.
But if I really wanted to talk to them, because I'm not saying it's right, you're right, wrong, and different. But if I really wanted to talk to them, we don't have to be friends on social media. I still got the number.
Probably.
But the biggest thing is you want me to block them on social media. Okay, I'll block them on social media. But you know what I'm saying? So it's like the social media thing is real huge. If you trust me, you trust me. And if we're into it, you know.
But like you said, that's a good point. Okay, so I unfriend them, unfollow them on social media. I know where they stay at. I know where they live. I know people that know them. Yeah. I got their number. I could email them. I could carry a pigeon. I can send them a letter. It really don't stop nothing.
It does not if you don't want to. And I think every relationship is different, right? Everybody's relationship is different. Everybody's trust value is different. I'll be transparent. You got your exes. You still friends with your ex on social media. I could care less. I really could.
I'm friends with a few of my exes on social media.
Right. Doesn't make a difference to me. It's 24 years in.
Again.
But
social media friend does not equal relationship.
So
especially when you don't commute. Hey, happy birthday.
Yeah, everybody's
happy anniversary. It be like that. Like
everybody's different, and especially when they're in their own relationships and they're dealing with they got their own people. So it's what it is. Jalen and Josh.
My exes are respectful, and I'm respectful too.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And side note, and that's the whole thing. It's a problem when one of the two parties involved, or one of the parties, however many is involved, is not respectful and doesn't understand boundaries and doesn't value the relationship that they're in. Then you're gonna have that problem.
You have that problem, but yeah. But you gotta know when to cut them off. You gotta know when to this is too much. This is what's going on. Then we see Rhonda and Pat, right?
Oh,
go ahead.
He friend with some of his exes on social media too. So just in case y'all think it's just me. Okay.
I'm sitting here thinking yeah, but we are. But I think it was we just never. I haven't talked to her and
Right, but but that's the point. I don't talk to mine either.
Yeah, so it's like
again.
What's the point?
For y'all getting them comments, talking that trash. Just play it.
Anyway, let's go to Rhonda and Pat. Right, 1 month anniversary. They wake up early.
Pray for me. She irks me. I don't know.
I think she irks everybody, but she does too much.
Irks me.
She wants to be heard. Let's be honest. She wants to be heard. But they wake up at 6 o'clock, dark 30, 6 o'clock in the morning to watch a spaceship launch, which Pat is excited about. Excited to share with Rhonda. He wanted somebody to share his excitement of watching spaceships go into space.
Yeah, he said, which I was like, oh, wow, he is older. He said, where did he say he grew up in? Was it Florida?
Florida.
Yeah, and so he was near Cape Canaveral or whatever.
No, it was Hawaii.
Yes, it's Hawaii.
It was Hawaii.
Yes.
And so Hawaii.
Yeah, so he said, I lived there when one of the
space shuttles
came back, and it was so close, and I was young, and this is just something. And so she's taking part again, just like Josh and Jalen. She's taking part in something that's of interest to him, even though, like you said, we up at dark 30. and I'd rather still be asleep, but I'm gonna sit up with you, okay? And so then later on, they flip it and they go to a concert that's her happy place. And she takes him along, and he liked seeing her in her element. And
she asked him about a song, and she got emotional about the song because wasn't it about her dad? I think the song was no, that's not. But
it was like a life song, not her dad, but just things that she'd been through in her life or whatever. But
and he didn't show the same type of emotion. He wasn't consoling. He wasn't empathetic to what she needed at that time, and she got upset.
What it was is, again, this is the thing with her. It's like when I say it's something with me, it's like she doesn't want him to chime in. She irks me.
He wants him to listen, but then again, when he listens, well, she wants him to repackage, repeat, regurgitate what she said, or ask questions to go deeper, and he doesn't. And I told Jack, I said, based off his age, he maybe not have the mental capacity. I'm not saying that to be able to do that. I'm sorry. I'm just he's getting older. He may not be able to.
But I also say with her age, honey, why are you so upset when you share something and he shares also? Okay, something dealing with him. I don't have a problem with that.
Because she said, "This is my moment. This is my moment. I'm sharing with me. Listen to me."
It doesn't stop being your moment because somebody shares something.
That she wants it to be about her and her moment. Let me get my thoughts off. Let me get my moment. Let me be in my space, and then you talk about you later. And that's her big. She wants to be her moment. So
I think, let me say this for the 5th time. She irks me. She irks me.
Oh man. Then we have Belinda and Chad. Chad brings home some flowers. She's cooking. That's time he brings him some flowers, and she's like, "What's these for?" I'm like, "You don't know what it meant? It's your."
It's like, just because it's you.
Just because it's you. Chad be putting it on.
Because you're beautiful, and I believe you deserve beautiful flowers. It's my beautiful wife. That's what he said.
Oh, we forgot. They also all go to Rhonda's house. Right. They all go to Rhonda's house. While they're at Rhonda's house, Chad and Belinda announced at the group dinner they had said, "I love you," and he said it back. And I'm not talking about the drunk "I love you." It was a good "I love you." Chad. He said, "I love you." And, they wanted to commit to one another. And Jalen was happy that her mother found some love. She found some love. Everybody was there at Rhonda's house.
She was touched. Somebody get Jalen some tissue.
Many couples, while they were at Rhonda's house where she had this big dinner, which I thought was kind of nice. Usually they go out to a restaurant, but it was at her house. Rhonda's happy about her house, right? She's happy about her house, but most of the couples revealed that they said, "I love you," except for my man Will. Well,
Derek too.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't actually said it. But Will, that goes later on when we talk about the "I love you" in another episode. Yeah. It's different kinds of love.
It's a different type of love. But Will doesn't say "I love you," which they made the clip seem like he said in a derogatory, negative way. But it was just, I don't feel love. I don't feel like I'm not in love with her like she want me to be in love with her. I love her as caring about her, but I'm not in love with her. And I think that's okay for right now. So that is episode 8 of Married at First Sight. You guys let me know what you thought about that. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification. If we missed anything, please let us know.
The one thing we wanted, real quick. Belinda and Chad had the conversation about changing the last name.
Oh, yeah.
And what she has to go through to get the last name changed. And if he wants her to get her last name changed, he was like, yeah. And
Belinda Williams.
Yeah. So that was her thing. And I know everybody's different now. You can hyphenate. Some people don't change your last name at all. But she was like, I think, it's a man wants you to wants to give you his name, wants you to have his name. So not an ownership thing, but just that it's really representative of the two becoming one flesh. And yes,
I tell you this on this show alone, I will wait till decision day before I change any paperwork.
Oh heck yeah!
I'm not putting you on my insurance. I'm not putting you on my lease.
They've done that.
I'm not expecting you to change your last name. We're not doing all it. None of this stuff is going to be done until decision day. We can wait 8 weeks, and I'll be upfront. We can do all this, and I don't mind, but wait 8 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
After 8 weeks, you say yes on decision day. I say yes on decision day. We can do all that we need to do. Because what if she's talking about all the stuff that she had to go through to change her name? Let's say she go through all this stuff.
She got to change her bank account. She got to get a new social security card.
All this, and then her and Chad don't work out.
Then you got to do it again.
Yeah. I'll pass. Hey, well, ladies and gentlemen, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification. So you don't miss any of our episodes, and let us know what you thought about this episode of Married at First Sight. And we'll talk to you a little bit later.
Bye.